And this thing is broken. How is it broken? Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, episode 27. I was just sort of admiring our base here. Oh, and of course, we're gonna get food as decayed, okay. Got the cooking base, sleetweed area. This is where we're dorking around with the geyser. We've got our thermo nullifier up here happening. This is pretty exciting. Swamp biome, the main industrial area, a couple other side bases, our plastic polymer presses. Let's check on those, actually. How are you guys doing? Not too bad. Not too bad. Hanging in there. I would like to give you, actually, a couple extra temp shift plates right there just to help out. There is a lot of deconstruction that we need to do. So I have a plan, and it is a plan, and I assure you it's a very real plan. I'm not just winging it. But this needs to be replaced. And this can also be destroyed right here. How did you guys get trapped up there? That's not good. Better just tear it all down. And we're going to let all of our wonderful hydrogen out, unfortunately. But I want to change the way this section up here is operating. So what I want is sort of abyssalite to wrap around everything like this, so that I can open up room for the gas pump to go up top here. And my hope is that that will naturally allow sort of a mixing of the gases that will get kind of both hydrogen and oxygen. But to make this system work here, what we're going to need is abyssalite gas piping. Right, yes. Because we don't want any of this heat going out anywhere but here. Very good. And unfortunately, all of that hydrogen is just going everywhere. That's okay. Maybe we'll hook up a little pump and just kind of pump it back down. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, actually. We'll get a little pump set up, and then we'll just kind of just pump the gases in here back down into here so that we can recapture that hydrogen. Because at this point, I'm looking to maximize the amount of hydrogen that we have at any given time. Here, we're going to need this. And then from there, we don't need abyssalite anymore. We can use the igneous rock, like, no, we can't. We need to stick with abyssalite for this pipe. Right, good. We're going to use a lot of our abyssalite for this system here. But then we should be able to get ourselves a gas pump right here. What are we at? Minus 50? Yep, and that's what that is at. Good, let's keep it that way. So we'll keep feeding that hydrogen. Is the hydrogen pipe fixed yet? We have to fix this hydrogen pipe quick, or the electrolyzer cannot. We'll hit max gas pressure and we'll start running into problems. So let's get that piping fixed, right? A little bit over here. And then we should start have hydrogen flowing once again. Good, 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 good. Problem fixed there. Now, the next section of... Oh, all this mopping water. No! Digivici! No! Let's go. Go ahead and... No. Break this one. Stop that. There you go. Whew. Okay, so now that that section has been changed, let's get a door back in place, please, and thank you. If you're not quite sure what I'm doing, I'm trying to get all of this encased in abyssalite. Because I want this room is going to be cold. So cold, in fact. So we can go ahead and dig all of this out, and we can also ensure that we have a ladder to go all the way down there. Good. Very good. And then what? We're going to need scaffolding to hop over here, and then we'll need some kind of the hop there. Don't think we really need that. Okay, and then that being said, we should be able to clear all of this out. All of that. And this. And that. Look at this liquid carbon dioxide here. Oh my goodness, mop that stuff up. And then we can deconstruct this abyssalite here to give our gas pump a little more air to breathe to ensure it's always going to have maximum pressure in the pipe. Good. Okay, so that's all well and good that those jobs are being done. Stress is on the rise. Taku Samurai. Why are you so stressed out, my friend? What is happening? Popped eardrums, decor expectation. Right, well, we will need to get some more fancy... Oh, we didn't finish the plastic ladder in here. No, that's a must. Finish that. And now we've got all this water. Mop it up. That water should be cold, though, right? Oh, yeah, that water is going to help cool down the base significantly. Oh, look at this. Overheating. All right, well, obviously, we need to get you out of gold amalgam, then. Right, so let's do that. Oh, all of this water. It's waterfalls. It's the Thranxes Industrial Park water fountain. No, mop it up, everyone. So what can we do to limit all this water everywhere? Well, I guess we can start digging this stuff out, right? Here, 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 and here. Might as well dig those out. These two. Yeah, see all this stuff melting like this. Unsat. Okay. So much to do, so much to do. The next thing is I want to get rid of this piping here. And in fact, we're going to get rid of that gas pressure vent as well. Very good. And I guess we'll make scaffolding here. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Yeah. So we'll just dig all of that out. And then hopefully we won't have scalding. That's all right. Oof, scalding times 3. Everybody's like, it's so hot in there. Don't make me go in that room. No. No, you'll have to go in that room. This room is very, very much my focus now. Let's see, what else are we going to deconstruct? We're also going to deconstruct... Let's say these liquid pipes and these wires here. Because we're going to move them over in a place where we don't need that mixer anymore. That mixer is just wasting our power. And I think if we put the pump here, we won't have to worry about... Not the mixer. I'm just going to commit to it. We're just calling it a mixer from now on. So we get that mixer out of the loop, we'll get a little bit more power back on that circuit, which we're going to need. We're going to need big time. In fact, all of those should be 9s because the sleet wheat needs to stay irrigated, please. Excellent. This room, it's so hot in there. It's out of control hot in there. We're gonna get this thing taken care of, though. You wait, you wait. I have a plan. I have a master plan, and it's going to be a thing of beauty. We're gonna see how this thermo nullifier works. Hypothermia, that's okay. Just get some rest. I did realize that when people catch hypothermia or heat stroke, they automatically assign themselves to the beds to get rid of it, which is kind of neat. Oh no, entombed. Dig that up. And mop, mop, all of this. Please mop it. Water there, water here, water there. And that water, yeah, everything down here is getting cooled off a little bit. A little reprieve from the heat. And this thing is broken. How is it broken? What is happening? Oh, and it's taking up our oxygen. Deconstruct this building. And we lost a natural gas generator due to heat. I knew that was going to be a thing. No, cancel deconstruct. Okay, let's slow things down and figure out what is happening to this electrolyzer that's causing this. But this is a 9. I'd like this deconstructed, please. What is happening? We'll get these mop commands going at a lower priority, just so we don't forget about them. So a lot of this work here is still yet to be done. Well, most of it's done, actually. And then all of this. See, I don't really want that at a 7, or at an 8, though. I want it at a 7. Are you deconstructing the electrolyzer yet? Okay, it's repaired. Why is it... It's only 64 degrees. Why is it receiving damage? Oof, Otaku Samurai is getting really stressed out. You need to take it easy. How is this getting damaged? What is this? Naphtha. Wait, naphtha from here? What? 2,500 grams of naphtha? 7.5 kilograms of naphtha? How is that getting into here? There's no naphtha in here. Nothing inside of this is made with plastic. Okay, well, don't deconstruct it. Just repair it when it needs repair. How in the heck are we getting melted plastic in our water line? Like, how is that a thing? We're gonna have to keep an eye on all our electrolyzers. Okay, so all electrolyzers now have a priority 9 so that they will be repaired immediately if they start to take damage. What is happening? I'm baffled. If you have any idea, so we've got, this is all abyssalite tile. This is tile made of iron. Perhaps some naphtha, but it's not even like... Okay, so maybe this section here might have... But how would that have gotten into this closed system for our oxygen? Look, there's some up here. 5 kilograms, 7.5 kilograms, 2,500... What the heck is happening? I'm going to have to watch this really, really closely now. There it is again! 7.5 kilograms of naphtha. Nobody's even gone in here. The hydro sensor... Hold on a second. The hydro sensor is not made with plastic. This whole thing was constructed before we even had access to plastic. That's going to cause some really, really awkward problems if this doesn't stop. I don't know what to make of this at all. We just got random liquid melted plastic going through our pipes, and look, it's going to wreck this electrolyzer too. Boom. Oh, look at that. Oh, no. That's so bad. Hopefully whatever caused that is done. Goodness. We must have had magic plastic go through the wall? That's the only thing I can figure. Good night. Okay, well, now that that fire has been put out, let's go back to my master plan to get this area going. We're just going to abyssalite pipe all the way. No, 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 not like that. All the way there. It's almost like somebody was carrying plastic, dropped it maybe where it hit the tile. Oh, I bet that's what happened. They dropped the plastic right here where it landed on this metal tile, and then as soon as it landed on that metal tile, it somehow magicked through this, like, seam. Okay, well, 2 can play at this game. That's the way you want to be. We'll take care of this. Don't you worry about that. Yeah. Let's see how that works. As long as there's no more plastic in our pipes, goodness, we can start to move on past that. All of these pipes are at 5s. How about 6s? How does everyone feel about 6s? Trying to avoid the 7s and 8s. But maybe 6s will work. There you go, give that a shot. How are we doing over here? Yeah, this is working as required, that's good. Who's unreachable food? Unreachable food. Ration box empty. Things are spiraling out of control. All the mealwood is growing. This needs to... Ugh. Frost buns at a 9. If frost buns are cooked, they need to go in here, okay? Yeah, look at all that. Look at all that food. Thank you, Shark Walker. Let everyone taste the fruits of your labor. There's no reason to not put frost buns in there, you know? Get rid of the rotten food and the rot pile and the polluted dirt. There you go. Now everybody can reach the food. Alright, for the gas bridge, we're going to have to cut over these pipes and over those pipes. And then we're going to need a golden gas pump right in here. And we're going to pull off of the power that we saved by cutting the mixer out of the loop. See how that works? Boom. Because what we need is a feedback loop. We need a feedback loop of hot hydrogen leaving, cold hydrogen coming in. And that's exactly what we're going to do. In fact, this should be ready to... Oh, it's not wired for power yet. Okay, well, this is going to be a priority 8. Let's do this. And then those pipes there, they can be a priority 8. So we can at least start cooling off the... section here with the gas generators, which we didn't... I did not make another one. Drat. That's fine. We're not going to need gold natural gas generators for too much longer because this area is going to get nice and cold eventually. How are we sending... Is this still... No. No, let's go if you're below 0 and just leave everything off for now. This needs to be mopped. Oh, all of this. Water into my petroleum stores? Unacceptable. Goodness me. Okay. We'll just put a tile right there. That should take care of that. Even with all these helping hands, and oh, look at that. Now we've got polluted water and water at the very tip top of our petroleum stores. I guess we could... I could kind of go down in there and build a floor underneath it and try to cut it off and mop it up. I don't... Yeah, I don't know. Everything's gotten a little squirrely now. How are you doing? Anything above 1,000? Same with you, right? Above 1,000. Scalding, that's okay. You know what I want to do, actually? This will be at a slightly higher priority. So I want to start moving this polluted water over there so we can get our fertilizer system back on track. So then it's going to be heavy wire like this. We can just tap right into you. And we don't really need a bisylite here. This whole area is what it is. So we'll just run this over to there, and that'll help get us our polluted water moved over where it needs to be, and we won't activate that air scrubber anymore. How are we doing for oxygen here? Are we getting things back to where they need to be? It looks like it. That's good. Oh, this hydrogen has no way to go back. Right, that pipe is being built. Step two is going to be that we have all of this cold water over here, right? Like all of this super cold water. Well, why don't we use it, right? Actually, I'm thinking... like we do a vent there and a valve here. That way we can pump some of this water that's already cold back into the system, as well as pumping cold hydrogen back into the system. I know it's a little convoluted and a little maddening, but I like having this huge surplus of water, and really the geyser produces water at a certain rate that if you can keep pulling it out, you can accrue like a larger and larger water supply. Now, ideally, I would pump the water into a better reservoir than this, and we still might. That's still a thing we might do. But right now, I just want this thing to get cold. I want it to be so cold. And we'll get it there. These doors, I'm going to give default permissions to everyone. I still am going to keep the cooking crew from going into the fertilizer room. Let's make sure I didn't change that sometime. Nope, they are restricted. Okay, good. I don't want the cooking crew coming all the way down here to run the fertilizer or the... Oh, what is this? Oh, that's for our plastic. Oh, that's right. The plastic required its own carbon dioxide output. That's what it was. Lots and lots of work to do. Who's getting scalded? Oh, Otaku Samurai, you're going to require a massage table really, really soon. Maybe we can get you a snazzy suit? No, I think this suit is, it says it's in the container, but it was actually used up. If I do this, yeah. We're just going to need a massage table for you. Just plain and simple. I don't really have... We haven't needed a massage table this whole time. I don't even think the decor here is anything to write home about. Well, let's do it before he has a break. Because he's getting stressed out. Oh, it's all this water everywhere. That's what's doing it. Everywhere I turn is polluted water here and puddles of water there. It's unacceptable is what it is. There you go. Priority 9. Otaku Samurai, get on the massage table. Can I manually assign it? No. Come on. Come on, get on there. There you go. Are you having to hold your breath over here, though? Yeah, it seems like you are. Well, that's got to ruin the stress relief of it a little bit, huh? You're not in a snazzy suit, though. We can make more of these, make sure everybody gets themselves a snazzy suit. Let's bump that up to a 6. In fact, we're going to need some gold, too. Queue up some of that. That's fine. You can go back there when you're done holding your breath. I think the whole naphtha issue is done with. Thank goodness. That was a little out of control. Not as out of control as all this, mind you, but it was still pretty out of control. And 6s are getting done now. That's good. Priority 6s are actually being accomplished. So I think at this point we're going to trust in the work that's being done. Except for here. No. This is a big deal. I want this polluted water over here so our fertilizer makers are back on track. What is happening here? Oh, it was just in between cycles. Okay, that makes sense. We're not really cooling this area off any. What has happened? It says it's coming down this way, and then hydrogen at -54 because it's not complete. Well, it's about to be complete. There you go. I'm tired of waiting. I know I said, I was like, oh, we're going to leave 6s. No, we're not. I want this system running. Both to cool this down, but also to cool the swamp biome down. I dare say the swamp biome is more important because I actually have hope that I can get that area cooled down. Let's borrow more hydrogen, though. We're gonna need more hydrogen for our system. So we can go ahead and start looking at. There's that naphtha. Still impacting us. This pipe is not going to need to be... Goodness. It's scalding in there, I know. We're going to have to check to make sure people don't need some time on the hospital bed soon. Gas bridge. Like that. Oh my goodness. Everyone is getting burnt up so much. I think we'll put the switch down here so that we don't have to run all the way up there to toggle it. Maybe just like that. And then we'll do a NOT gate, kind of like this, right? And then we'll just run the automation wire like this. Okay, and that'll help get us more hydrogen into our system. Everybody's trying, it's just too darn hot in here. And I can't stay in here for long. Oh, this is breaking? No, that has to be deconstructed then. Ooh, pumping in water at 1 degree. Hey, look, it's starting to cool things off a little bit. Just trickling that cold water back in here. That's nice. Look at that. It's not so red. And all we did was borrow some of what we already had here, which is this water. We're just putting it in. But this is a temporary, I don't want to say it's not temporary. This fix is not going to help us long term because we're not defeating the heat any. Like, okay, we're pumping the water out here, we're letting it cool, and then we're pumping it back. But it still will eventually heat up as the hot water is coming out and the cold water is leaving. This area will eventually heat up and it will become less effective. What we're doing this for with this water, which is why I put a valve so we can control the flow, is to get a head start on the heat. As was mentioned in the comments, we started this room on the back foot. Like, it was already super hot and we're trying to cool it off. And I don't think this cold hydrogen is going to cut it without first giving ourselves a little bit extra boost, and that's what this cold water coming through the wolframite pipe is. And now look, people can be in there and they're not scalded. I hush my mouth. Well, no, as soon as the geyser goes off, you will be scalded. Yeah. Master MIDI. GG. Exactly. You guys need some time on those beds. Get your health back up a little bit. And then I would love to see... Well, hold on. No, hold on. Put this plastic ladder back. Speaking of that, I'm a little all over the place, but I've got to check on everything. Are the polymer presses... Okay, they're back to functioning. They cooled themselves off with their forced break from when the CO2 was clogged up in the pipes. No! Back to scalding. You just got to get those pipes done, everyone. It's so close, I promise you. Promise you. You won't have to deal with it too much longer. We're going to do a hydro sensor here. And an atmospheric sensor here. And then we're just going to run our pipes or our wires like that. Speaking of, are we ready to send this? No, not yet. Is no one able to? No one's able to go up there. Look at that. Problem solved. we're still doing okay for food. So the sleet wheat grain, and then that's, yeah. It's a priority 8. If we'd stopped queuing up priority 8s, we wouldn't interfere with the cooking of the frost buns. Yeah, we're just going to leave that running for now. I don't see a reason to stop that. All right. Should be accepting 10 kilograms of water. Let's reduce it to half. Oh, look, we're starting to funnel hydrogen at minus 55 degrees. Oh, look at this. It's not bright red anymore. Okay, well now this just has to go back. So if it's above 2 kilograms, then you need to send this hydrogen back. It's a little bit convoluted. I'll give you that. It's not as compact as I would like, but again, I think we can compact it down as time goes on. Oh yeah, 40 degrees, 30 degrees. That steam doesn't stand a chance. Let's go like that, I'm thinking. Although this area over here, this temp shift plate, should be getting cold fast. So what? We're still dealing with hydrogen at minus 53. That's pretty good, but I bet we can get colder. Awaiting hydrogen fuel. It's going the wrong way. How about minus 70? How about that? There you go. That'll send the hydrogen where we want it to go. But now wait, if this pump is flowing, that also means that this area should be cool. There we have it. Look at that. Look at that. Cooling off 2 of our hottest areas with 1 device. Well, I mean 1 device and a bunch of pumps, but we don't have to use the thermoregulator or the aqua tuner. Those seem almost wasteful when compared to. Oh snap, hold on. We've got tons of polluted water going now. Yeah, these are being made constantly. Those seem wasteful when you compare them to the anti-entropy thermonullifier device. And we're making snazzy suits. Wow. And just like that, things are back to coming together. Otaku Samurai, you need one. You're oh no, Sylvia Fox. Well, you have a suit, Sylvia Fox. We can pay attention to ice. That's a sweep. Pay attention to where the ice and various things are being placed that's causing flooding in our base. Let's sweep up all of this stuff here. I don't like it. Food is doing okay. We've got more sleet wheat grain. We might even go for a second cooktop, to be honest. Whoa, why are we running out of power? We're browning out. Really? We're using a lot of power. Okay. Well then here, if it's above 1200, then activate the next group of natural gas generators. Might as well. Might as well. It's going to send quite a bit along its way. And then we'll add 22.4 kilowatts back onto the circuit. And we'll see how that handles it. That should take care of our power issues completely. We can also switch over to petroleum generators. There we go. How are we looking now? Oh. Wait for it. They're almost getting to 1,000. Oh, there it goes. Batteries are charging. Nice. And the temperature, it's somewhat getting there. So the way this system is going to work is that it's going to be taking in a lot of hydrogen mostly. What, minus 65, minus 66. And once this thing gets below minus 70, this should switch over, right? And then boom, start venting out the hydrogen. But this thing's going to have the fuel to keep going. And this will eventually get colder and colder, and then we'll notch it down a little bit further and let it get colder and notch it down, and eventually be sending gases that are, you know, minus 120, minus 150 degrees below. Then we're going to start really cooling things off. This is just glorious looking. I love this. It's right on the edge here. I love it. All right, so we have our air traffic going down, returning. Mmm, 50 degrees, 50 degrees. Not as cold as I want it to be yet, but we're passing along small packets of hydrogen at minus 62 degrees. That's going to help our cause significantly. And the water is coming back. See, the water's already warming up. It was at like a decimal degree. Now it's at 1.6, 1.7. Yeah, the water's getting warmer over here as the 50 degree water is coming out. 50 degrees, though, that's not bad. That's actually pretty good considering it's straight off the geyser. It's pretty good indeed. You know what we're going to need here, though, is a buffer gate. I don't like this thing bouncing back and forth like that. Yeah, let's handle this. And then we're going to wrap things up. So this has been Oxygen Not Included, episode 27. Starting to get cold, but we're not done yet. So the season is going to be wrapping up soon, and that's not, believe me, that is not my desire. I would love to keep playing this particular base for quite a while and really expand. And it's a little bothersome that we can't because the new content's about to drop, and while I could keep the same base moving forward, they tend to add a lot of stuff and break old designs, and I don't think that's good policy. I generally always start over whenever there's new content in any game that I play. That being said, I will be loading this world up into the new content update just to see what happens, but since the season is ending soon, we've got to have realistic goals in sight. And for me, this is my realistic goal. This is what I'm after here. We handle that. Good. So now when this activates, it'll stay active for a bit. I want it to stay active not for 5 seconds, for 30 seconds, please. That being said, this has been Oxygen Not Included, episode 27. We're wrapping up this season. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. Please come back next time as we continue to make the geyser get ever colder and maybe start making some plastic buildings and such. I don't know. We'll look for stuff to do, but I don't know how many more episodes there are going to be. The season will be over soon. Until next time, though, take care.